We are live from the airport, you all. And since I'm traveling today, this is my only layover. And so I'm just going to get this in before I get to my destination so that I can just enjoy myself when I get there. But it is Wednesday, so we're not slacking, we're not skipping, we showing up. All right, let me see. I don't think this is probably about as good as we're going to get all this. So, right now, I have like 2 hours, I think, until I leave. Staying hydrated, and I have one of my notebooks I brought. I tried to pack light as I could, but I'm going to be going for a while, so that makes it a little difficult. And so yeah, I'm sitting here before I get some food because I don't want to eat too early. I don't normally eat early anyway, but I don't want to eat too early and mess my stomach up or anything. So I'm gonna do a little work slash just look over some notes and things. And then once I'm done with that, I'll go get some food. So we'll chill until then and just hang out. Yeah. So we'll talk about whatever. If y'all want to talk about something, just leave it in the chat. I know that it's early, so there's gonna be a whole lot of people in here, but we're here. We're showing up. Wednesday wins. So for me, my win was one, packing light enough to get all that I need and really want to bring with me for this trip, as well as making it here on time. And it's been a beautiful day, and not missing it because I had to get up really early, and also just a few things that I've been working on, actually getting those done and scheduling out content, things like that too. So one of my goals is to kind of dump some of the videos from my phones, and so you may see some old videos pop up on here. My hair is gonna look different, all that, because these are some old videos. So I'm trying to edit what I can or just dump some off, and so usually I post long form on Sunday. These lives are every Wednesday, but these old videos, if I'm just dumping it, I'm just gonna dump it during the week. It's not gonna be one of my Sunday, like, more so teaching videos. This will just be a random video during the week. Sorry about the noise, but yeah. So if you see some random old videos popping up, it's because I'm just dropping some stuff that's been in the archives for a minute, and I'm gonna clear my phone storage, also clear out some just old stuck energy and things just been sitting. Either I'm going to use it or I'm not. So I need to be able to dump it or delete it, basically. So that's what's happening, basically. I have a little list that I made before I left to make sure I hit a couple things uh, while I'm traveling. And one main thing is to clear my phone storage. So like I said, if you see some old videos pop up, it's because I'm just clearing out my phone. I want to delete everything, just wipe it as far as videos and photos go. So I've been backing it up, and there's some good videos that I don't want to delete everything, but we'll see if I can even get them off my phone. Because it's like a whole thing. My other phone is not on a cell service, but when I record on it, because iPhone does what they do, it, for some reason, tries to upload it, I guess, or something. I don't know. When I go to play it back, it tries to download it, and I'm like, I recorded directly onto the phone, but I don't need to download the video. I just recorded on the phone. That's crazy. And I'm not connected to service, and not even Wi-Fi at the moment. So I go to AirDrop it. When I do connect it, then it's trying to download it and all this before it can send it, and got to process and all this. And I'm like, see, that's iPhones for you. But I'm trying to figure out how to get my most recent video off of that phone so that I can put that up and schedule it. But anyway, yeah, just trying to clear the phone storage. So that's on here. I need to actually do this. I'm working on some t-shirts, and so I need to order samples. And yeah, okay. Just like I said, looking over this. this is a. Sorry, y'all. I barely got any sleep last night. I had to get up like really early, but it was a good thing because well, I don't know if it was a good thing, but I couldn't really sleep too well. And then I kind of like woke up, and then I was thinking about something, and I was like, let me just write this down right now, and just check the time because my phone was across the room, and I had to be up at like 4:30, and so when I got up, it was like 4:30, like right before the alarm was about to go off. And so, yeah, I was like, I guess, I'm not missing this flight. And then I wrote down what was on my mind. But yeah, so made it here. Doing this. Today is the 22nd. This is just like something for me, a little note for myself that says that I will do these things. Keep myself accountable. But I got one of my notebooks that I like to take with me, and I haven't really looked through this in a little bit, so this is what I will be using while I'm gone. Not only to take down notes, but to go over some things. Declare, don't doubt is the thing that stands out, and that's pretty much what I just assigned for myself, is a declaration to myself, for myself, and demanding that of myself as well, to show up and do those things and do my part in it as well. This is one of my original stickers I made like years ago. Grow with the flow. See my website? You can down there, Born Vital. Then we go do a little more of that. But yeah, so let's see. That's all I'm doing. Chilling before I go get some food at the airport. Let y'all watch some people. People watch with me. I got so much in this notebook. I'm trying to keep it somewhat organized to where I know what page certain stuff is. I read the bullet journal, and I had one before, and that was really good as far as using kind of like type of like shorthand, I guess you would say, like symbols to represent. Made my car for an edit. I don't know, Lamborghini, Toyota Tundra. But yeah, so the shorthand I kept the idea of, and I think it was from the bullet journal, what they say to write in the front of the journal, like page numbers or whatever, to find where your stuff is. But I haven't done that in a long time. I just use the shorthand, really. Alright, I'm trying to find a page I wrote in earlier. So that's what I'm focused on right now. We do got some gut brain axis, little gut brain axis information here. Are you serious? How about neither? But no, America? I mean, I live in America. That's funny. Promethean myth. Interesting. Alright, I don't think I need this right now. I'm trying to find my old notes with my good Dodge. There's no Dodge there. I'm not supporting the other place, so there's no Dodge. Clear blocks. So in order to clear blocks, we need to purge and process. Purging is in releasing and then processing that information. In order to reprogram your mind or to tap into that, I talk about all the time, you have to be in a certain state. No, I appreciate it. You good? What would you choose? You asking me? Um, trying to show everybody in here. Maybe somebody's in witness protection or something. You never know. Uh, the glass ceiling, which is our upper limits. It's glass. You can't see it, but it's there. It's what's blocking us, keeping us where we are. It is. Yep. Same. Green sneakers. I don't know what that means. Tune. Green sneakers. I don't know what that means. I was hoping this was my shirt ideas, but it's not. I came up with some other ones in the meantime, but I need to find that index card. I'm working on figuring out the pathways between memory and imagination. Actually, I'm pretty sure I already know this because it's in some of my other notes, but actually that was a part of what I wrote down earlier this morning. Memory and imagination, because if you understand that, you can change your mind, your beliefs, your programming, your subconscious mind. We can reprogram ourselves. We can process out the traumas as well, because then we develop new memories. But you have to be able to use your imagination muscle, and so many of us do not even practice that anymore. You do when you're a kid, but as an adult, we don't find the time for that. Well, my face looks pretty dark. Like these dark spots are real dark right now. Of course, there's this. That's all it is. Anyway, but yeah, use your imagination. It's very beneficial to be able to do that. At a certain point, of course, we go from imagination into action, but you got to be able to think about what could be possible and not in the overthinking, playing out situations and scenarios in your head about all the things or replaying back stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about thinking big, the magic of thinking big. That's a book to read. I have the audiobook. I don't think I finished it, but the magic of thinking big, I've always thought big, so I don't really need extra help with that, but I think it's important. What's up, Mac Daddy? Good morning. I think it's important to think big, think bigger. Just like, what does that mean if you did? What would that look like? We limit ourselves. And imagination is a faculty of the mind, just like will, just like perception, just like rationalization. And we'll use all those, but we don't use imagination. Imagination is how we can future author who we are, what we do, how we show up in the world. Our subconscious contains fears, memories, and habits. I'll say that again. Our subconscious contains fears, memories, and habits. So how do we change that? If we want to break a habit, break the behavior loop, not have so much fear, anxiety, stress. We need to change those memories. But how do we do that? Build new memories, clear out some of those old ones because some of them are just trapped, stuck emotions, energy. I do that on this channel, so subscribe if you're new here. But I also have on here, and this is what I'm all about. This is what's happening right now, is that I am at war. I don't know about you. I am at war with fear, doubt, shame, guilt, overwhelm, stress, all those. I am at war with those things. Okay. So on my channel, what I do is I equip and empower. I equip and empower specifically change agents, those who do think big, those who want things to be different, who know that they can be different, who knows that there may be something more, something's pulling on them to go for those things. It's not just an idea, it's just not just a thought. You choose it, you say, okay, I'm actually gonna take the steps towards this, even if I don't know what that looks like. Initially, you're not gonna know. If you're a beginner, you got to learn about those things. And that's a process, and that's okay. A lot of us, we don't want the embarrassment of doing something new or feeling like we're not good at something. But that's just the entry point. Is it embarrassment? Is the entry to success? You got to be willing to be embarrassed. You got to be willing to do things that are uncomfortable. If you really want whatever that is that you want. I talked about in my most recent video on Sunday, the One Piece. If you've seen the One Piece, the show, what is your One Piece? Mindset, soulful. All right, I do need to do this. 95% of behaviors, feelings, and responses are habitual. This is all in your subconscious mind. I think that video is coming out in 2 weeks. We're kind of break that down. The 5% that we actually use a logical mind, and the 95% that's more subconscious. It's conditioned. It's practiced. We've just done it over a period of time. That's all it is. All right. So this is what I wrote down today. I was thinking about brain dumps and how, like, I was laying in bed, like, I don't know, it doesn't normally happen to me to where I can't go to sleep. And I have a lot of stuff on my mind. But for some reason, that's what was happening last night. And so I thought about brain dumping. And so a video I'll do soon is going to be about this. But I did my most recent video drawing out what I was talking about instead of just talking. Because a lot of times I do just like talking videos. So I'm trying to do a little different. And since I don't have a laptop right now, as far as editing videos to have visuals, I'd rather not do that on my phone because that's going to be very frustrating. So I've just been drawing it. So now I'm going to show myself drawing it while I talk about it, at least for right now. And so I was just thinking about how to explain. I don't know, I was thinking about brain dumping, but then this other image came up. So anyway, basically, I mean, it breaks down what I talk about all the time, which is what it is, what's happening. If you're feeling these feelings, this fear, the anxiousness, the overwhelm, the shame, the guilt, like I just said, I'm at war with these emotions, these thoughts. I'm at war with them. We cannot let them overtake us. All right. If we're feeling those things, one, it's learned behavior sometimes. Two, memory, trauma, stuck in our tissues, stuck in our energetic field. Okay. And also our interpretation of what's happening because we did experience things. And so now when we feel these sensory, the senses that happen, that come up, because there's a memory stuck in our body of whatever happened, that sense is going to trigger a response subconsciously. Again, this is subconscious. I just told you 95% of behaviors, feelings, and responses are habitual. 95%. You don't control this. So you stop beating yourself up. You don't control it. And that's the thing, we think so poorly of ourselves. Like, it's not you. It is what you've experienced. It's your body. It's been trying to protect you. That's all it is. And it's just a process, a system. The systems that happen in our body automatically. That's all it is. And what's happening too is our interpretation of what is happening. This is subconscious. This is what's happening in the background, is when you pick up signals, information from your environment. That's why we say overstimulated. That's all, like, the words we really know right now. Oh, I'm overstimulated. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. Okay. But there's always going to be those things. How do we adapt? How do we be more resilient in those areas? Can we? I believe so for the majority of people. Okay, it takes practice again. But what it is our interpretation of the signal being sent to our body, from our body to our mind, or our brain. Let me get this right, because I don't want to mess up the words, because our mind is not our brain. Our brain is the physical processor inside of our skull. Our mind is outside of that. Okay, so that's a different discussion. But what it is your senses. You're touching this, I'm feeling stuff. I hear this noise again subconsciously. It's vibrating. It's hitting the hairs in my ear. It's vibrating. It's coming in. I don't like loud noises because whatever happened. And that is sending the signal up through my nervous system to my brain. My brain is processing that information based off of its memory. Not what you tell it, not what you want it to think, but its memory. Subconscious mind. It's processing it. And then it's pulling up the memories and it's saying, okay, usually when this happens, what do I do? Behaviors. Okay, now how do I respond? Okay, now I'm going to send the signal back down to my body to do those things. That's what's happening. And so we receive the signal, but we either can't hear it clearly or our interpretation of it is skewed. Okay, our brain is processing it the best that it can from what it knows, what it's been trained to do, just from your life experience and your experience from what you've told yourself now, your belief of the world from your experience. So it's processing that information based off of that. And then it translates it and it sends the information back into your body for you to do something, for you to see something. I just talked about this, your imagination or television. Okay, a vision. Either way, a vision is going to be imagination or visually seeing through your eyes. Okay, so close your eyes and use what you have to tell a new vision to yourself, or you can be told one. Now, we can use it to our advantage. There's people out there now, such as me and my channel, that put some good things out there that you can watch. But same thing with music. It's what you're ingest, like what you're taking in, not just through your mouth. Okay, it's what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing physically. You need to put yourself in a better environment as often as you can, or adjust your environment to be more comfortable, which a lot of us have. We put the headphones on, we got the weighted blankets now. We set the mood, we like the low lighting, things like that. But when we get into bright light, then what happens? That's good for a period of time to relax your nervous system. And when you can relax your nervous system, now that gives you the ability to come out of survival mode. We can start to build on the new, but you can't stay there forever. You can't stay there forever. And we need people to be empowered. Again, I told you I'm at war with these things because they're keeping our people down. You can't be empowered and you can't be armored and ready for whatever comes if you stay in dim lighting in the house so overstimulated you can't even be outside and you don't even know how to do that anymore. We need you to be strong, to be capable, and that is possible. It's just going to take a little work, but it takes practice. Now that we've regulated, we know how and when we need that, and we've created that space, which is great. But now it's time for action, which is the next thing. So we receive that information, we see, we envision, okay, and then we do. And now doing can be through physical action, but it could also be just from your experiences. Creating new experiences, this creates new memories. So when your brain does pull from your memories, you have somewhere new to pull from, not from the old. Keep pulling from the old, you're going to keep doing the same old things. Okay, so we're pulling from the new. All right. And then there's also, so we see, we do, and we also store. We're just talking about memories. So we can store memories, or we can hold in our field that information. Again, that's holding like the trauma and stuff. And this doesn't have to be good loops. These can be the same thing for bad loops. Okay. I was thinking about this with music. I was listening to some music recently, and although music is powerful, sound is powerful, light is powerful, like all of it. Again, these are all senses. Again, but with music, we go through a tough time and we associate that with a song or songs, and it's there for that reason, I believe. And it was like I heard this song and it brought up emotions, and I'm like, that's cool, it's impactful, It's important for people to feel seen and heard and related to, and so they can have something to listen to during that time. But also at a certain point, like I know, like when you go through heartbreak and stuff, you just sit there and listen to all those things over and over and over and over and over again. Sorry, y'all. And she got the whole stretcher on there. But yeah, so if we listen to those things over and over and over again, now we're conditioning ourselves to keep perpetuating those feelings and those thoughts that come up, and we can stay stuck there. That's the whole thing, is we don't want to be stuck. There's seasons in life, and you should process those emotions. You should take that time, like I said, regulate your nervous system, find out who you are, go on your self-discovery journey, learn how you are and what you like and all these things. Um, because even like with sensory stuff, you know, now knowing what I know now, looking back, it's like some people couldn't love me the way I wanted to be loved or the way I needed it because I didn't even know what I needed. And that's also part of like, I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know that that was really a thing. And that it's okay that I may need a second to process information. I don't need to be rushed to do that. Like, I practice being able to make decisions faster, but naturally, I'm more shy and introverted, so I have to practice not being that. Things like that too. So, but also not beating myself up for not being something that I'm not either. Um, and that's a whole, like, we can go in a whole different area with that. But the whole thing I'm saying is just we can't be stuck in stagnancy. Like, think about a swamp. That's stagnant water. Like, but then think about a flowing river. Okay, hold on a second, y'all. She just riding around. Like, where are you going, girl? Unless you went the wrong way. All right, but yeah. So we, if you want your energy to expand, you want your energy to be healthy, flowing, and experience life on a different level instead of staying stuck where you are. We don't want to be the swamp. We want to be the flowing river. Now, there's that saying by what's her name, Miriam Williamson, I think, or something like that. It's like our fear is not that we're inadequate; it's that we're powerful beyond measure. If that river's flowing, that water coming off of a mountain after the snow's melted, that's very powerful water. That's rapids. It's very fast flowing, strong, can take people under. It's beautiful, it's powerful, we can get energy from it. It's water, so it could do a whole lot, but it's also dangerous. And so I think that sometimes we, even subconsciously, prevent ourselves. The glass ceiling I talked about earlier, this is our upper limit. You can't see it, it's glass, but it's keeping you stuck. And some of it may be the fear. Like I told you, I'm at war with these emotions, okay? Some of it may be fear. Because what if I am powerful? What if I am strong? What if I can get up and start working out and do those things? And I have to keep that up. Austin, Texas. What's up? What's up? I lived in Houston for a couple of years, probably, I think about 7 years. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's go fishing. It's been a minute. Somebody else talked about that in my last live. It's been a minute since I went fishing. I do need to do that. I got this from the Grand Canyon, and then we got a little hike more on the side over here. Just get outside, basically. It's free. It's out there. It's healing. There's a lot to be learned there. Rejuvenation as well. But yeah, so you have your upper limit. And if you think that you could be too powerful, then you have to keep that up, right? And then that can make people fear of failure. Because if I don't keep it up, then I'm going to fail. But I'm here to tell you, you just keep going. It's resilience. It's courage to keep going. It's courage to show up. It's courage to try something new. And that takes you on a path that I believe is worth more than whatever it is you're staying stuck on, whatever that comfort zone is. What's up, Tyler? I hope y'all doing good. Rise and shine, depending on where you at. It's early. As you can see, I'm at the airport. Get my Wednesday live in before I gotta hop back on this plane. I'm about to get some food in a minute. I didn't want to get it too early. But I mean, I got like another hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Of course, Tyler, go ahead and subscribe. I talk about this personal development, holistic wellness in general. Like I said, I'm at war with fear. I'm at war with shame, guilt. I'm at war with these things. They're holding us back. And we need people to be strong right now, to be able to show up as your fullest self. To my first book that I wrote, it's called The 5 Keys to Living a Successful Life. Now, I never thought I would write. I never thought I'd be an author. I didn't even call myself an author until like last year. I'm kind of into this year, the beginning of this year when I wrote my next book, my second physical book. I still have ebooks too, but no, Tyler, I like women. You don't even know me. But yeah, so when I wrote that book, I was not very confident in putting it out. I didn't like sales. I don't like to sell stuff. But the whole thing is, I'm not selling. I'm offering beneficial things. Okay, I'm older than you, Tyler. And in the book, it talks about how to live a fulfilling life. Now, I wrote this in 2014, so I don't know. I was probably 28 or something back then. I don't know. I'm not doing the math right now, but it was a while ago. And I wasn't as confident in what I'm doing as I am now. And why, like, I knew why, but I wasn't as confident in what I was doing because I wasn't pursuing, like, writing or being an author or anything like that. I was pursuing, like, just experiencing life, living it differently, working on making money online so I can travel and learn life myself, for myself, without being told it, but I want to experience it. And so I wrote that book, but it was about living a fulfilling life. And for everybody's going to be different. When I say success, success is different for everyone. Some people's success is just simple life. Being able to look outside at the trees and read a book. Some people's success is living in a penthouse in a popular city with all the lights and all the money and all the luxury cars, clothes. Okay. For everybody, it's different. They say that success is going after a worthy ideal. You're the only one that knows what is worthy to you. What's your ideal? And if you don't really know what that is because you're just following trends, then you should go on a self-discovery journey. My most recent book, The Way of the Seeker. Start asking questions. It's okay to ask questions. Now, it may bring up emotions because of what you will find out. And you may have to go through the stages of grief of the old beliefs that you had. Okay, depending on how deep we're going down rabbit holes. But start asking questions. And even if that's just as simple as in your field of study, in your field of your career, your job right now, how can I move up? How can I make more? What else can I do? Is this all that there is? Just start asking questions. It's okay to ask questions. Like I said, though, some of us subconsciously is afraid of that power, that river that flows, that is possible to flow. So we will stay stuck as the swamp. It may look like a lake at first. It may look like a pond at first, but it will start to become a swamp if we don't move. And that's physically, not just physically, but mentally. Not just mentally, but spiritually, energetically. Okay? So that's what I talk about on my channel. That's what I'm about. And we need to equip ourselves for whatever is going to come next. It's all the unknown. You never know what you're going to wake up to. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've equipped yourself. If you've equipped yourself, it doesn't matter. Okay, one, you're living life fully, full out. You're working towards your worthy ideal, that worthy goal, whatever success is for you. And you continue to show up. And you're doing your best. Okay, and that's all we can do. At the end of the day, that's all we can do. Then just experience life because you're here. I'm gonna chug this and then go get some food. Get off here, but thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for the love and the likes. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, I just want to go over my notes real quick so I know what I'm looking at when I get on the plane. I don't really want to pull anything else out. I'll have another folder. I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna keep it simple on this flight. Let me go here. Actually, I'm gonna put this in the front. This could go here. Oh wait, for sure here. I gotta do this. So when I get back, I'm ready to hit the ground running. I don't know. Ariana. I don't know who that is. But I hope y'all have a good day. A wonderful, fabulous day wherever you are. Put a smile on your own face. And then you can go put a smile on somebody else's. Say some nice things to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a high five. I'm at the airport traveling right now. I don't know who that is. So yeah, I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I gotta eat now before I get on this plane because I won't be able to eat till a little later. And yeah, just keep going. You got this. What was I thinking about? Thinking about something else I was gonna tell y'all, but oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I'm not my cricket player knowledge is not very good. You're filling me in on some stuff with this. Put this away and get off here. All right, shout out to Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli, what's up? I heard you're a great cricket player. I have no idea if this is even real, but Ariana told me. Ariana? So I'm about to have a great weekend. Gonna experience some things and teach a little flow, a little somatic movement. Zip this up. All right, sure. What I need here. What's up, Gregory? All right, I'm gonna hop off here. Thank y'all for joining me. Didn't have much to talk about today, but it's all good. I had to get in here. About to get me some food and then go find my gate and chill there for a bit. Probably like listen to some good music that will uplift me. And yeah, and then go have some good fun, good adventures, good experiences, some new things that I'm excited about. And I will show you all that stuff later. So until next Wednesday when I'm back on live again, I'll see y'all then. As always, let's breathe real quick.